part 2 of the same video. Where I left off was I was talking about how it just feels, it's like I have a battery. And sometimes people, they're just not understanding, and I understand this is a part of life. This is what I'm going to experience this as long as I live on this earth, and it's unfortunate, and I wish it could be different. And I so wish the people that have said these negative things and made these judgments, I so wish they could walk in my shoes, because if they walked in my shoes, they would no longer be saying those insensitive, discouraging, unhelpful things. If they were in my shoes right now, they would not be saying that. Because it's like I said in the previous video, it is a mental battle. And some days are worse than others. And then some days it's just, I have thoughts. I'm like, how am I going to get through this day? Like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this day. I'm at like 1% battery. I don't have any capacity. I don't have the mental or physical strength. But all they're going to see is, oh, like, he's just not doing anything. He's being lazy. And, like, when it's, like, it's getting through a day is an accomplishment. Like I said in the last video, like, I was referencing that other YouTuber I watched, Wayward Abode. She said, for people like me and her who deal with these things, getting through the day is an accomplishment. Still existing is an accomplishment. Because every fiber of our being wants to unalive ourselves and not be here anymore. But we're just like, no, we're going to stay. We're going to keep trying. We're going to stay. We have family, or we have people we don't want to hurt. And it's just, we're stuck in this loop. And I'll just be completely honest. Part of the biggest thing for me is this job thing. This damn job thing. I have tried. Well, I've given myself quite a bit of a break from job searching or applying, because I have to. Like, at this point, I have to. Like, I want a job. I need a job. But I think this is part of what's led me to, like, downward spiral the last day or two, because I've been on searching for jobs. And it just is so discouraging every time. It's like, I'm trying to look for just the least amount of experience required jobs that I can do part-time, because I'm not in school currently, but I'll be back in my classes in August. I'm in school, but I'm on summer break right now. I'm not taking summer classes. And so I'm just trying to find a part-time job with minimal experience required. And that has been, it's felt like this puzzle piece. It's felt like 200 piece. Say the whole puzzle is like 10,000 pieces. This has felt like 100 to 200 pieces trying to, like, get done. Just this freaking job thing. And I haven't had a lot of people make comments, but every now and then I have certain family members, not my parents, my parents don't make these they know not to make these comments, and they know that I'm really doing everything I can, and they understand that the job market is just terrible right now, and just nobody's wanting to hire, or if they're hiring, they're being extremely selective with who they want to hire. I've had certain people, like, make comments about the job thing to me. And they just say the meanest, rudest, insensitive things. They say, like, well, you should have been able to get a job by now. You're just lazy. You're not putting forth the effort. You can't be without a job forever. You're 28 years old. Like all these things that, like, again, it's not a whole lot of people that are saying these things to me, but when I hear these things, it affects me very deeply, because this is a very sensitive, touchy subject for me right now. I have been unemployed since October last year, and I have made so many efforts to try to get a job, and it just has not worked out. It has not worked out. So when people, like, make comments like this, that, oh, like, I'm lazy and I'm not trying hard enough, and it hurts me so much, because I am trying so hard. And they don't know how hard I'm trying, and they don't know what I deal with in my mind about this. I'm stressed out about this constantly. I don't have a lot of money. I'm going through my savings. I'm trying to, like, stretch this money as long as I can. I mean, I know I have my parents and I'm living with them, and my parents are being very understanding, and they're not charging me rent. I mean, I'm still paying my car insurance, and I'm still paying a few other bills that I have, but they're not charging me for rent right now, because they know, like, they know that I'm really in a hole right now. But, like, other people are just, I know I need to not take what they say very seriously, because they're not in my shoes, they're not in my situation, they don't understand. But it leads to hurt, extreme hurt and sadness and anger to me. Like, I get really angry and sad when people make these comments, because it's just like going up to, say, for example, you go up to a person, I'm trying to think of an example here. It's like, say you're going to a person with, let's just say a person who is, like, in a wheelchair. They cannot move, they cannot walk on their own, and they have to be pushed around in a wheelchair, a disabled, handicapped person. Some people, they might have legs, but, like, they might be paralyzed, and so they cannot use their limbs, they cannot use whatever part of their body is paralyzed. And people just keep, some people say, oh, well, you can do that, and there's got to be a way you can get that fixed. And no, there's not. Unless God, by some divine miracle, does something, there's nothing that can be done with that other than God. And that's what it's like for my situation with the job thing. I can put in my effort, I can try, but unless God gives me an opportunity, I cannot get a job. And I just wish people would understand this. I wish people would not be so judgmental, and I already keep things very short with people I don't trust or like. Like, it takes so much mental capacity for me to talk about these things, and it's hard enough to talk about with the people who understand and care about me, but to deal with the people who are constantly shitting on me and making judgments and comments, like, I have no capacity to deal with those people. And it's getting to a point of where when I have to deal with these people, I'm wanting to start lashing out. I'm wanting to just say, well, shut up. this is a sore subject. I think about this every day. I'm the one in this situation. I don't need you worrying about it. I need you. I just need you to encourage me. And if you're not going to encourage me, please leave. Please go out the door. Exit my life. I don't want to hear from you. And some people are really good at encouraging, and I'm beyond grateful for the people who are encouraging, the people who are like, God's going to work this out for you, and you're just such a strong person. You've been through a lot. And, I'm really thankful for that. I'm really thankful for the people who can encourage me during this troubling time, during this valley that I've been in. Because this has been a deep valley. And I really want to be out of it soon. I really do. But I have no control over that. Only God has control over that. I have no control over it. And I just don't want to be kicked when I'm down. Like, I'm so down right now, and I'm so low. And I don't need to be kicked, and I don't need to be chastised and ridiculed. Because that sets me down so much further. Like, everything affects me so much deeper right now because I'm so emotional. I'm dealing with depression. I don't want to be here anymore. I just constantly go to bed every night. Like, God, if you can let me pass away during my sleep, I'll be so happy because I don't have to deal with this anymore. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. I have been praying. I have been doing my Lectio Bible app every morning and every night. Every morning I wake up and every night before I go to bed, I've been doing this. There's somebody walking over there who wants to hear me. So I'm just letting you guys know, it's been a really hard time for me mentally. And some people are going to understand it and some people are not. And the people who understand and can show empathy, I'd greatly appreciate it. We can share empathy with each other. We can be in the fire together, because that's what I compare it to. Just the other people I see who deal with this, I'm like, we are in the fire together. Like, we're not alone. Like, we're dealing with this and it sucks, but we're not alone. Because sometimes that's the only thing that keeps us going, is when we don't feel alone and we know that there's other people that are dealing with this. And we don't owe them any explanations. We don't owe them anything. They can have their judgments. They're going to have them anyways. They can think however they want to think. They can say whatever they want to say. But it does not change our situation. It doesn't help us. And it's not their world. They don't walk in our shoes. So they don't really have any ground to speak. I knew this was going to be a long video. This is why I'm breaking it up into parts. I'm just so tired of this. I'm so tired. And every day I know I go on, I know it's an accomplishment. I know every day that I go up, I know every morning that I wake up, it's an accomplishment. That's what I have to do at this point. I have to look at that is an accomplishment for me because I'm not making many other accomplishments right now. I'm not making any headway. I'm not rising. I just want this. I just I want this to be over, and I want to be able to in the future look back on this and maybe rewatch this video. And I know my life's not going to be perfect. I don't have any expectation for my life to be perfect. Life is not going to be perfect. There's going to be constant anguish and pain and suffering and different trials and hardships. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be something different. But I want to be at a place where I can look back on this dark, deep valley that I've been in for years. And I can look back on it and say, I thought I was never going to get out of that, but I got out of it. And that would give me a sense of peace, because I know I've gotten through things in the past and I've accomplished I have gotten through things in my life, and I have to look back and remember they were really hard and it was really challenging, but with the proper encouragement and support from others, I got through it. And through God, I got through it.